I was definitely trying to do this in landscape, and this is about to be kind of inconvenient, but let me go ahead and do this little intro. I look bald right here. Hey guys. Where should I put this? I don't got my tripod, so I'm gonna try not to let this video take like 2 hours like it normally does, because I know y'all don't have that kind of time. But let me just go ahead and get started. So as you can see, hold on, right here I got my zucchinis, and I'm gonna go ahead and go through the ingredient list while I cut the rest of my cucumber. My zucchini. So you see my shreds kind of looking like pickles, right? I just use one of these. If you have like a spiralizer, you can do them as noodles, or you can just cut them carefully with a knife. That's what I've done in the past, but I get them a lot thinner when I do them with this thing, so you know, these are everywhere. Go ahead and get you one. Wrong side, son. Woo! I know y'all see me struggling. This is the first time I've actually used this thing for this purpose, and I'm trying not to grade my hand off. Whoa. And this is like a totally random live too. I was not like prepared to do this, so I'm sure I'll have like something random missing. There we go. Ooh. I don't know how to fix this one. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Alright. Go ahead and put that aside. Now, for the fun pot, okay, so I got some in here already, and I have my ricotta cheese, which I use this one maybe with part skim, but if you're like doing full keto, you definitely want to make sure that you don't get the part skim, you get the whole milk, because I do believe there's like, yeah, more sugar in this one, or more carbs or something, if I'm right. And then I got this tomato basil is my favorite, and this also has 6 grams of sugar. Oh, stop, girl, you so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, this has got 6 grams of sugar and 11 grams of carbs. So rather than just, you know, dumping this whole entire thing and using how many servings? 5 servings, which is a lot more sugar than that. I'll show you guys what I do. Here, I have some ground turkey, and this is totally optional. This I had frozen for a while, but I just warmed it up and it's fresh like it was when I made it. With some onions in there, and like I said, optional. You don't have to use meat at all with this recipe. Sometimes I don't, but I've been wanting to use this for a while and I was just craving it, so yeah. I also have this organic salsa, my favorite from Aldi. How many carbs? 2 carbs in here. I'm not trying to go through the carbs on everything, but I know a lot of you guys do keto, and if you're looking for low carb, you're probably on keto, so yee. I'm gonna take that and mix it with the turkey. Oh, it's gonna be just give me a minute. Okay, so like I said, with the ricotta, this is what I'm about to do. Let me find a masher or something, or a spoon. Yeah. I always clean up my kitchen after I get everything in the oven. So yeah, I use the whole small little container. And let me see if I'm a boss like this, if I can crack an egg with one hand. My mama can. Ayy, no shells. Okay. One egg. That was like a normal size or a large egg, I believe. And then I have some organic baby spinach, and I know it looks crazy. I just put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds till it kind of gets like this. So it's not bad. It's just heat it up. And also, when you do that with your spinach in the microwave, it actually keeps the nutrients, I believe. I heard that somewhere. I know it's not really good to microwave everything, but we all gonna die one day. Maybe next time I should boil it, right? Who cares? All right. So, mix that up. And then, I know yeah. We just went grocery shopping. So your girl got everything. Don't judge the Wendy's cup. It's just mayonnaise. Come on, dog. I just got a phone call messing stuff up. I told people not to call me. I'm going to put some Parmesan in there. Roughly about, I don't know how much that was. Probably like a 1/4 cup. You're either going to love hating... What? You're either going to love cooking with me or you're going to hate cooking with me, because I really do not measure out stuff unless it's one of those type of recipes that you know it's not going to come out right unless you do. This is not one of those recipes. The egg to ricotta ratio, that's the only thing that you should probably make sure you get right. Growing up, my dad, when he would make his lasagna, he would actually put cottage cheese in it, in this whole thing, and he didn't use spinach because, you know, we was unhealthy back then, but your girl used spinach, and I would use more spinach if I had more spinach. But yeah, okay, so I got that mixed up, and then you're gonna take, I use basil. Like a previous recipe that I saw for something like this, it called for Italian, but there's some seasoning in here that I cannot stand. I don't even know why I have that, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my basil. A lot of my basil, because I like that shit. And some pink salt. It's not that much coming out because this is a grinder, but yeah. Mix that up again. I don't think y'all understand how boss I am right now for doing this with one hand. But I want y'all to see it like I do. And also see it before little Mr. Cairo comes out to play. Because he is, when I tell y'all he's into everything, I've said it before and I was lying. Because now he's really into every damn thing. Okay, that's mixed up. Then I am going to set it down for this. Oh, I didn't even see y'all was talking to me. What is this diet? Like I said, it's pretty low carb. It's not completely keto, depending on what your macros for each day might be. But, you know, there is a lot of substitutions, exceptions, all that stuff that you can change up to make it keto if that's the diet you're following. I'm trying to... Oh, watch this. Ooh, y'all get some thighs. Okay. Is it good right there? Y'all can see? Yes. All right. So I probably have roughly about 1/4 cup left of this salsa, and I'm gonna dump all of that in. And this was probably maybe half 3/4 of a pound of ground turkey. If I said that right. Oh, I'm weak right now. I'm weak. My mama also showed me this one time. Hey. And this, I am actually going to measure this out and use 1 cup. No, I'm not. Because my cup is in the dishwasher. But I'm going to eyeball it. There's actually measurements right here. Woo! Gasp. Actually, that was right at 1 cup. I am on today. So I'm gonna need another spoon. Go ahead and mix this up. And this is a great, like, pretty quick dinner if you prep all this stuff like the night before or something, or you already have your noodles. Really, you can prep it to any point that you want to. If you want to make all this separate and then, you know, just grab all this stuff out of the fridge the day you want to make it. I really like keeping some ground turkey or ground chicken in my freezer and then just thawing it out for something like this. And then we're good. So I am going to keep a little bit for the side. No, I'm not. I'm actually, hold on, y'all. I'm coming back. I'm coming. I'm actually going to use this. Now, I will tell you guys, if I had like the ultimate optimal time to do this, like just all day chilling by myself, and I would use all natural ingredients. There would be no jars, no cans, probably no meat. Uh-oh. Don't know if y'all hear that. Somebody's awake. But, you know, it still comes out really good. Only thing is, depending how much, you know, salsa and tomatoes and pasta sauce that you use, the carbs are going to start adding up quick. And even though, you know, they're good carbs, they're still carbs. Okay, so next, let me move y'all. Keto, that's a good question. I mean, I know exactly what it is, but I don't know what it stands for, if it has a thing like that. Okay. Perfect. Oh, this was built in for me in my apartment. I'm telling y'all, I be getting the views from this angle when I'm cooking. All right, so I'm actually gonna take these back out. That was just for the thumbnail. And I'm gonna take my spoon and put some of these tomatoes along the bottom. Honestly, you can layer it however you want to. This is just what I do. Then I start laying my zucchini down. See, this one is one that I cut with a knife pretty well. And then this is one that I cut with the grater. So I have a good knife, but if you don't, it's going to be hard. And I just lay it out like that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. Get that Spread out all nicely. One thing about my cooking, you guys, when I am cooking, I wash my hands between like every little thing I do. So my fingers are just so dried out right now. So much soap. I need to get like a good one. What's a good kitchen soap that keeps your hands soft? Because I mean, I ain't crusty, but I ain't trying to get there. Okay. Now I'll take my turkey mixture. Just put that right on top. So once everything is prepped, this process goes very quickly. And obviously the baking part is easy. And honestly, like if you have a separate dish or whatever, you can prep it and put it in the freezer like you do a lasagna, or, you know, buy like an aluminum foil and keep it for a meal that you just pop in the oven. If you have kids at home and you don't feel like ordering them pizza out because you can't get home, you can definitely do something like this. And next layer, I'm gonna do a little bit more on this layer because the ones on the bottom are kind of thicker. And I did not find this recipe like online anywhere. I know they have similar recipes, but this is just like what I put together in my mind because I already knew it would work. Meaning, one, I don't have the specific nutrition facts or anything, so I tried to show you guys, you know, what ingredients I use, but yeah. Even if you're not on keto or low carb, this is a really good meal. Like the first time I had it, I just did it because I had zucchinis at home and I wanted to use them before they went bad. So I tried this and I was like, you know what? Whoever thought of this is on to something, because I don't miss the noodles at all. Like at all. Should I? Oh, I'm gonna wait for those. And I also have these artichokes that I was thinking about putting inside of here, smashing some up, but I'm gonna save that for a different recipe tomorrow. Y'all go ahead and send me some hearts if you want me to do that with you too. And then I'm gonna use the rest of the ricotta mix. Man, don't you hate when you this is so random, when you get a new phone number and all of a sudden you start getting calls from whoever, just the most random people looking for the most random people. When I got my new phone number, I get calls like every single day looking for somebody named Sunday Taylor who must have owned a tire shop. I've got some crazy calls too. People who are like on the highway and their tires popped and they're cussing. And I'm like, bro, I ain't got no tires for you. And they be explaining their whole situation before I can even tell them I'm not a tire shop. I'm like, whatever, you did it to yourself. Don't be mad. I'm going to block you now. But I like the phone number, so I'm not changing it again. So I won't complain too much. A little bit more of the mix. Not going to put too much on this one because I'm going to lay out some zucchini again one more time. And then use the rest. I don't think little Mr. Cairo is gonna want to play with his toys in his room for much longer. But I really want to get this in the oven before I go grab him, or he is gonna go off. Mom, what are you doing? Why are you making food and you're not giving me anything? I'm sorry if I'm just talking and yapping and flapping all day. I don't have much human interaction when I go home from the gym, except with a 15-month-old. Oh my God, I made like the perfect amount for this. Great. Another one. And last one. That should be gravy. Then let me just take these tomatoes out of here. Cuddy also loves this meal, you guys. Every time I make it, he never stops to get food. Dang. I wish I would have saved a little bit more for the top layer. Yeah, I do. It just tastes so right when the cheese melts on top of the sauce. Then I'm just gonna use a little bit more of the salsa. And honestly, this is the only reason that I said spicy because adding this hot sauce or this salsa to this recipe makes it a lot spicier than you might think. So, you know, depending what salsa you use or if you use it at all, it's not going to be spicy. Okay. That should be good. Cheese. You can use any kind of cheese that you want. Obviously, most people are going to use mozzarella or Italian in a recipe like this, but you can also use, I think I was out one time when I was going to make this and I didn't have mozzarella, so I used one of the random yellow cheeses I had on it when I was like full on keto, because if I'm not doing keto, I won't eat any cheese but mozzarella. Just because I feel like that's the only cheese my stomach can tolerate otherwise. But anyway, I think I tried like sharp cheddar or the white and yellow mix, and it actually came out really good. And because I used the salsa, it was more of like a, I don't know, a festive dish. Not so much Italian, but you know. And there we go. So here is when I already have my oven preheated to 350. I'm going to go ahead and put this foil. I don't even think I use foil most of the time when I do this. No, I'm not even going to use foil, you know? Okay. What is the wait. Before I don't use the foil, what is the reasoning for the foil? What does the foil do? Besides like making sure the cheese doesn't get burnt? Is that the only thing it's for? I used about 4 zucchinis doing this, small ones. Yo, universe, if this is not okay. You don't like it, then don't watch. Go get your lasagna from the grocery store, out the freezer, and put that shit in your oven. Ooh, girl, that sounds good. Cauliflower rice. I'm indeed making lasagna like that next week. The foil holds in the moisture. Okay. Well, then I think I should be okay with a dish like this, because it's not going to dry out with all the sauce. I'm just going to put it in the oven. And I like my cheese, like, don't mind my crusty oven, y'all. Gotta clean it. I think I'm going to... Oh, I really gotta clean it. Just show every little flaw. I really think that I lost my train of thought. No, I like my cheese kind of burnt or toasty or whatever, because at the end, let me go ahead and put the timer on for 40 minutes. After that, I usually turn the broiler on for like 5 minutes so that the cheese gets like brown like that. No, I just use mozzarella. Thanks, girl. It's all mine. And it's more trouble than it's worth sometimes. Oh yeah, Diamond, that does sound really good. Like, your girl, enchilada casserole, now cauliflower rice. That sounds really good. You guys want to see what's in my freezer? Trying this either. Krista. Aw. Damn, eggs get old so fast. My a lot of the eggs that I was eating on the egg fast, my aunt actually gave me from her hens. So they didn't even have to go in the refrigerator. I just had them sitting out, and they can last up to I don't even know how long like that, since they come straight from the chicken herself. Let me get Cairo. Let me get Cairo. Hello, sir. What's up? What's up? What you in here doing? Crazy hair? You look like Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black. Come on. You want a snack? Oh, you want some juice? Okay. Here you go. All them different blankets you got in there. Woo, careful. Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Hold mommy hand. Yeah, I'll get you some water. Come on. Are you want to play in your pool? It's not hot enough today, Cairo. Come on. Come on. No, get out the trash. Come on. You want a snack? Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna get this boy a snack. I'm gonna cut him up some mango. But we just went grocery shopping today. And for those of you who are following my keto vlogs, I actually have some something to tell you. I don't know if you can think about what I'm going to tell you, but I'm not going to do that on this video just because I don't want it to end up being like way longer than it needs to be, and this was just supposed to be for a recipe. But before I go, I'm going to show you guys. I got this. Obviously, quinoa is not on keto. From Aldi. Got some chicken wings. Got some lima beans. Some cauliflower rice. I got a couple bags of that, so I froze 2. Got some Brussels sprouts, some long string beans, organic turkey breast with only 5% sodium. That's pretty good for processed meat. I still don't think better of it being organic, but yeah. And then I got Oh, oh. I've been wanting this for a minute. Salmon steak is my absolute favorite food. Favorite. Then I have some Lily's chocolate chips in here. I love those too, keto or not. This is the last carton of Enlightened that I have left from that haul. I didn't eat the other ones. I gave them all away. Ooh, frozen. Almost frozen. Oh, it's perfect. And then, dun dun dun. I got a lot of cleaning to do this weekend, you guys. This is gonna look like a new house. Okay, I have some low carb cookie dough right there. Yes, yes. I smell a new post. Got some coconut oil in here just because it was melting in the cabinet. Some cucumbers, some eggs, all my romaine. Those are cutties. Some grapes for Cairo, mushrooms, arugula and spinach. A watermelon back there. This is new at Aldi's. I've never had it before. It's got 15 calories and 6 grams of sugar in it, which is a little much for me. So I'm gonna add apple cider vinegar and water to this before I drink it. Feel me? This also has 6 grams of sugar. And because it's a probiotic, I don't worry so much about it, because I feel like when I have sugar in a probiotic, it doesn't do the same as when it's not a probiotic. Anyway, so yeah, these are my 2 favorite probiotic drinks. They work amazingly. I have some bubbly. I got some bubbly down there. I got this off Amazon. If you guys have never had any of these, this is the variety pack. This is honestly sparkling water. Like, it doesn't have any sugar or artificial sugar in it. It's not sweet. It doesn't have a sweet flavor at all. It's just like the flavor, like a hint. Anyway, then I got some broccolis, some radishes. I love those. Got some salads in there for Cuddy. And then over here, got some limes, some avocado, and some green onion. And then all this mess right there that doesn't really get used. So yeah, that's pretty much all. I'm gonna end up this video now. Should I? Like, I don't want to make it for, I don't know what to talk about for 40 more minutes. Maybe I should just post the finished product on like the community board once it's done. You guys let me know. Smells good too. Oh, y'all been up here talking without me. You got me into keto lifestyle, did the egg fast and lost 10 pounds. Yo, I'm telling you, that egg fast is crucial, B. Like, even if you're not planning on doing keto, a lot of people ask me, is the egg fast only for people who are planning on transitioning into keto? And I thought about it for a while. I really did. And at first I was like, right away, yeah, don't do it if you're not planning on doing keto. But then I thought about it, and I'm gonna just come out and say it. My keto vlogs, I lost like 3 days worth of video because my phone didn't back up. So I'm like on day whatever now, and I have a couple vlogs to edit, and then I'll have those up either tonight or in the morning. But I'm really trying to decide whether, you know, continuing on a full keto diet is right for me. I know the results are there. I see them when I do keto. It's not a willpower thing, but it's how I feel physically. Like, once I started doing keto after the egg fast and I transitioned back into ketosis again, I remember why I quit the first time. And it was because I don't feel right throughout the days. I feel very weird eating exorbitant amounts of fat, even if they're healthy fats. I'm not eating too much because I counted up my macros. You know, I was having the energy. It was there. It was good, clean energy. But I just don't feel right about putting so much fat in my body. I was getting so much acne. My performance in the gym was ass, yo. Like I don't have the same pump, and it's like my muscles don't feel lubricated because you know you lose so much water when you're doing keto. So I didn't really weigh out the pros and cons before trying to get back into it. And you know, I am still eating low carb, but I have introduced a little bit more carbs to kind of knock me out of ketosis, you know? Feel me? And also, I've watched a couple videos, done a little bit more research afterward because I was more biased to be on keto side when I was thinking about starting. So, you know, I was staying away from looking at anything that was like proving that keto is bad or the bad side of keto until after I had already started it and all these videos just start popping up. All these doctors are talking about it. And the keto diet has been done forever. Like, it's been practiced for years, but it's never really the amount of people in our generation who are doing it now. I think we just want that quick fix. We want to drop the weight really quick. We want to look good. We don't want to work out as much as we want quick results. And thinking about it long term, I lost over 200 pounds before ever finding out what keto was. So, you know, trying to lose these last 30 pounds, whatever I'm trying to lose, in my mind it felt impossible. But at the same time, I sat back and I thought about it. Am I working out as much as I used to? No. Am I eating a little bit more than I used to? Yeah. So I definitely think it's more realistic to, you know, work on loving myself, being happy at every point that I'm at instead of, you know, pounding weight loss into my skull, because I did that to the point that I've thrown my body and my hormones out of whack. I'm going to the doctor on Friday to see if I have PCOS for sure. A lot of you guys have asked me if I do because of the symptoms that I've explained along with the insulin resistance. But I'm pretty positive I do have it. And I didn't start noticing any of these things until after doing keto the first time, after I stopped. It was like the second I tried to eat a carb again, nope. It was like my body got a taste of that fat fuel and it didn't want glucose back. So you have to think about it. The one biggest thing to think of when you start keto, can I make this a lifetime long thing? Do I see doing this in the long term? Because keto is not one of those diets that you need to jump into and decide, oh, this isn't the diet for me, and, you know, switch back to eating carbs, because your body is not going to know, like, what the hell are you trying to do to me? Or am I burning fat or am I burning sugar? And that's kind of what I've done to my body. And I don't know why my dummy self tried to start doing keto again, knowing that. But my point is, once you start burning fat as fuel, and oh my God, I don't know what was trying to come out of me. And then you decide, let me have some more carbs, or let me cheat here and there and give my body a little bit of carbs. Your body is like in shock when you have too many carbs, and it's like, wait, you're trying to go back to sugar burning now? I'm confused. So I'm going to give you all these problems because I don't want both. And going back to sugar burning after you've been in ketosis, most likely you are going to be very, very sensitive to any amount of insulin. So, being that I stopped doing keto after a month in January, Cairo, get down. My insulin resistance came back so strong. I had it obviously when I was at my biggest. It was obvious I had it around my neck, I had the hair growth, I had everything. But noticing how quick it came back should have, made me realize you don't need to keep doing this. But in my mind, I was thinking this means you need to go back on keto and not get off of it. So, maybe that's an option. And, if I find that I do have PCOS and that's the only natural way to cure it, then maybe I'm going to have to work around it. But like I said, I've lost the weight without keto. And I messed my body up from being indecisive about keto and eating myself out of ketosis. So this is all the stuff I was talking about I wasn't going to say right now. But I'm thinking you guys probably want to see the lasagna done. So, yeah. But the other reason that I did start keto was because Cairo. Not because of Cairo. Because the benefits of that I see in my body, especially composition wise, from doing keto just amaze me. It's like I don't lose my gains from eating. When I go home and I eat something that has carbs in it, if I don't work out again the next day, they're gone. So I know, right? I'm like, I wish I would have had a keto coach before I decided to start this, because I've really messed up my body, y'all. I had like a breakdown because if any of you guys remember, I explained I was having like terrible, terrible carb binges for the past 3 months. And I've kind of weaned off of that, and going through the egg fast and everything definitely helped. But y'all, they were vicious. They were terrible. I ate probably on some days up to like 7,000 calories, and that is not an exaggeration. Just from not being full, not having any feeling of satisfaction from eating. And I was just carbs everywhere. I don't care. I honestly remember one day I came home from work. You guys know I do intermittent fasting. I don't start eating until 1. So the second 1 o'clock hit, I think I put a cracker or something in my mouth. I did not stop eating until like 9 p.m. that evening. I literally ate the crackers or whatever. I got something else. I sat down. I had my water. I ate them all. I was like, okay, good. Take a breath. Ran back to the kitchen. And I did that honestly about like 20 sometimes throughout the entire day. While cooking, I was still eating. And somehow my body didn't gain like crazy weight during that time, but whew, God. Pornhub. Oh God. Dude. Are y'all trying to, is this punked? What kind of y'all funny. I'm sorry, Pornhub. I'm gravy. I'm gravy on that, but thank you. Keto is definitely a lifestyle change. I'm sorry that I'm not reading the comments, you guys, and skipping over them. I'm so terrible with that. Stay focused, Renee. Very informative. So late. Are you still doing keto? I'm doing low carb right now, but I wouldn't classify it as keto because I'm not in ketosis. Um, she's thinking about quitting. Thanks for telling me that. I do feel like I needed to let a lot of you guys know because I got to keep it real on the channel, and I don't want you guys to be like always following in my footsteps because Summer's doing this, so I should try doing this because she's seeing results. But I want you guys to know like what's happening in the background too. It's not only I just started this diet and now I'm perfectly like on the train to losing weight. It hasn't worked like that at all, especially since February. February to now has been some of the hardest months of my life when it comes to my body, my fitness, um, and my health. So, yeah, I do. I'm not going to steer anyone off of doing keto. I'm not going to be biased on either end, but I do want you to do your full research, and I want you to feel like sustainable for you. And then two, you're not going, I'm sorry, I just got a phone call that threw me off. It's going to be something sustainable. Hold on, you guys. Let me text Cuddy back. Yeah. See, CeeLo. I have thought about it for so long, and I feel like a raw vegan diet would, I would just thrive from it so much. It's been so hard for me to like mentally prepare myself for something like that because, you know, a lot of carbs come into play, but I've never actually done it. So if you guys watch Health with Keisha or Keisha Plus 4, I believe that's her channel. She is, I think, raw vegan, and she went on a 21-day, or maybe even more than 21 days now, raw vegan fast or cleanse or whatever she did, and she lost a good amount of weight. One, she looks great too. I love her and her vibes, her personality, and her editing is good. But it really put me in the mindset to feel like I could possibly thrive off of a diet like that. You know, putting only natural things in your body. You know, meat is so processed. Even buying organic meat, you don't know exactly what's done to it before it goes to the store. Unless you're cutting up your own meat, not even. Unless you are growing what you feed your animals in soil that you know is rich, which is not in America, then you don't know what's in your meat. So anywho, yes, Keisha is that girl. I like her drive. But like that you do. Okay, so the egg fast, I'm gonna rule that you don't have to transition into keto to do that, the fast, but in my mind, see, let me not go back on that. It's easy to go into ketosis by doing that egg fast and then, you know, switching right back off. It's easy to gain all the weight back that you lost. So you can lose 10 pounds of water weight really quick. And then the second you start eating normally again, put it all right back on. When your body goes through the process of going into ketosis, you drop most, not all because you'll die, but most of your water weight is gone, and that's why you lose weight so quickly in the first week. I lost like that eight almost 9 pounds in 4 days, and yeah, you can't lose fat that quickly. I don't think so, unless you're like stranded on an island and sweating it all. I don't know, but I'm gonna look that up before I give anyone an answer to that. When you say low carb, does that include whole grains? I ate a piece of Ezekiel bread last night, so take that how you want. I'm gluten free because I'm positive if I don't have celiac disease, my inflammation is just terrible from eating anything with gluten in it. So I try to stay away from most grains unless they are, um, very organically gluten free. But not just anything that says gluten free, because when it's gluten free, there's a lot of different stuff added to it to make it gluten free, and not all that stuff is good for you either. And also, gluten free stuff usually has a lot more sugar in it. I tried raw vegan when I started my journey. It helped me to lose some weight, but hard to when your family loves meats. And hard when you've grown up eating meat your entire life. It's going to be a really big transition for me. Even after losing all the weight that I have, I never stopped eating meat completely. Um, and in my mind, I was never going to. But if Beyonce can do it, and she got the thighs she do, your girl can do it too. I'm just saying. My goal is never to get skinny. I see people who have known me my whole life. They see me now and they're like, "Oh my God, you're so skinny." And I'm like, I have a lot of skin, but I ain't skinny, unless that's the term that you mean. And if so, it's kind of rude. But yeah. Um. Ow, Cairo, stop pinching me, mean. You say hi? Say hi. I look like Coolio. You get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up, no, get up. I have that powder on the floor, Cairo. You go, oh, come on. What you doing? I'm gonna have to vacuum you now. I'm gonna have to give you a bath. Come on. So you guys know the stuff that you put on your carpet before you vacuum to make it smell good, get all the odors out. I put that when I'm planning on vacuuming, I put it in my house or on the rug in the morning, and then I just let it, go through the house all day before vacuuming. But forgetting I have a 1-year-old now, maybe I shouldn't do that. You look good. Thanks, girl. Thanks. Um, what would you guys like to see more on my channel? Like, if you have notifications on me, which all of you should, and you see a video title pop up, and what would the title be that makes you automatically click on the video? Like, I know a lot of you guys want to see more of my workout videos, and one of the reasons that I haven't done workout videos more is because I've never had a workout routine in my life. Except in the very beginning when I made that video. I stuck to that. But, throughout, a lot of the time, I do the same things when I go to the gym. I switch it up and I do different machines, but I don't have like a specific, I do this one day, I do this one another, which I should probably start doing, right? Doesn't make much sense if I want to see consistent results. Cooking videos, self-discipline tips. Oh, I like that. I like that. Cooking with Summer. I'm getting a lot more requests to see my recipes. If you guys don't already, you can follow me on Instagram on my Vibe with Red page, where I'm going to be sharing a lot more of my recipes. I shared one the other day for a buffalo chicken and cauliflower mac and cheese, which everybody was sending me DMs about when I posted, and they're just loving that. So I have a bunch more recipes that I'll be posting soon, so make sure you guys follow me if you don't. If you comment a rose on any of my pictures, I'll follow you back. I always let you guys know that. Just one single rose emoji, I'll follow you back. Figure out my body. You guys, what are you doing? What are you doing?
crazy kid. Oh, goodbye.
um, um, on Instagram. Go put the flower on Instagram. um, but ow, mean. You made mom lose her train of thought. Mm. You say you wish that you would have lifted more weights than cardio. What type do you recommend? Um, I do in the beginning, but at the same time, a lot of fitness professionals will recommend that you do a lot of cardio until you get to the weight that you want to be before incorporating any weight or strength training, which sounds dumb to me. Um, because I think if I would have had a trainer from the beginning, or if I would have known that I should have done that, I wouldn't have as much loose skin as I do. But then again, I might be like hella built up, like a muscle body, and I don't want that either. Um, I wanna feel feminine. I don't ever want to be like really muscly. People really compliment me on my legs, my thighs when I'm lifting a lot, and they get like very toned. But I don't like them when they get like that. Like I feel like a horse. um, but yeah, as far as what I recommend, squats. I recommend squats to everybody just because they work out so many different muscle groups in your body more than you think, and more than just your legs. They actually help with your posture if you are doing them right. They will help with your posture. Um, Kyra, what are you doing? He's pressing all the buttons. And then lunges are also great. I'm not trying to just name leg workouts. I've mostly done a lot of my weightlifting on a Smith machine, with the fixed bar attached, rather than the free weight that comes off, because none of my gyms have had that except One Life, and I don't go there anymore because I didn't pay the bill. But I still do lift some free weights. I have some dumbbells at home. You guys know I do a lot of hit workouts from YouTube on the TV, and um, a lot of those they don't even require any weights. But the ones that do is just a lightweight, and if you don't have actual weights, you can use water bottles. I actually lift cases of water sometimes, like water bottles. Um, and then I'm trying to think. Cairo. How do I get these effects off the screen? Look at you. You just look obnoxious. um, okay. Gotta run some errands. Oh, bye, Maria. How are you able to be consistent throughout your journey? I often find myself starting and stopping a lot. Is there anything I can do to help me with that? I totally relate right now, because like I said, with these past couple of months, it's felt so hard to stay on track with having a baby. I can't let that be my reason for not working out or for not being healthy, but I can see it being a crutch, and I can see a lot of women doing that, because it's so easy. It's so easy to eat the simple food that you're making your kids. It's so easy to say, oh my God, the kids wrecked the house. I got to stay home and clean. I don't have a babysitter. You're always going to have a reason or an excuse why you can't do something, but besides the fact of excuses, um, I like to set smaller goals out for myself. Um, and I really find that if I make sure I go to the gym or I work out in the morning, as long as I don't have anything else to do, I'm a lot more consistent throughout the day. And that's with my dieting, that's with my sleep, that's with just my being proactive with anything that I do. So work out in the morning if you can. Healthy start will pull you through. Um, how long do we have? Oh, not long. I'm gonna check on this lasagna. Oh, cheese is not melted, but I can't tell you guys how much this smells like real lasagna. I mean, it should, because noodles don't have their own real scent when cooking, but we still got a little while. Not too much longer. You know what? I'm gonna turn up the heat. I'm gonna turn up the heat so we can get bubbly. And you know what? While I'm, do you guys want me to continue this live until it's done so you can see the finished product, or do you think I should end it up now? I'll let you guys decide. Give me those. Can I have them? Oh, my hair is getting long. Can I have those, Carol? No? Okay. Whatever. I'll watch it. Okay. All right. I'll keep it up then. Give me one. Ow! Oh, you so mean. This kid is so mean, y'all. He just threw a box of apple juices at me. I don't know where he gets this from. I'm so sweet to him. Aw, thank you. And also update for those of you guys keeping up with, you know, my skin, my excess skin from my video. I can't believe I was honestly at a place where I was not planning on showing my skin at all because it's so hard to hide. I have it everywhere, like literally everywhere. I can't really be successful in doing YouTube, talking to you guys if I can't show myself. So, someone, I forget the girl's name, I think it was Ashley, a girl won the contest for the free skin removal surgery. But you know, I'm happy for her. I really am, genuinely. Like, the old me would honestly probably be pretty slighted and feel spiteful, but I know all of us girls who have gone through dramatic weight loss, whether we've lost it through surgery or like me, done it on our own, we all deserve to feel good, you know? Yeah, I have. And they work. I actually have a couple now. I just stopped using them. And I also have some gel that is basically the same ingredients that are in the wraps, and then you put that on and it comes with a hand thing that you work into your skin, kind of fascia blasting or whatever. And that stuff does work, but to the extreme amount of skin that I have, like, not extreme amount, because I know you guys have seen people who have it worse than I do, but I've been doing it for so long. I spent oh, wow, I'm back. Ew, those ugly. You guys, I'm back. My phone died. If any of you guys are here, I'm back because my phone died. Does anybody still hear? Can you still hear me? Is anyone there? Anyone there? Let me know if I still exist. Somebody comment something and let me know you can see me. What do I got here? Through your weight loss journey, did you snack? Oh, through. Oh, okay. Oh, you're here. I'm thinking I did too. Oh, yay. Bueno, bueno. Girl, gotta grab the vacuum. You know, one interesting thing about weight loss, or mine in particular, because I know some people actually lose hair when they lose weight. I'm guessing from the vitamin deficiencies that, you know, dieting may cause. But being that I did it the healthy way through most of it, my hair flourished. I know y'all seen, I don't know if y'all saw what my hair used to look like, but it's a lot different now. Compared to before, it's just so much thicker, healthier, curlier. A lot of people were coming to me asking if I wore weave, and sometimes I play with like wigs and stuff, but not most of the time. Like, I ain't got time to do all that, so I just be wearing my own hair. But it's, oh, what am I doing? Acting like my phone did not just die. I gotta keep it in the charger. A lot of people come to me and ask me if my hair fell out during my weight loss, and then come to find out like a little later, that's because a lot of people who get weight loss surgery, their hair falls out. And I'm like, I have to always reiterate that I did not have weight loss surgery. Always. The Grinch. I always know that picture every time I see it. So the food is almost done, y'all. The food is almost done. Oh, you did, Steph. I'm sorry, and I saw that, but I didn't know if you came back. Through my weight loss, most of it, yes, I did snack. My snacks were very small things, like the stereotypical string cheese here and there. I would have pineapple a lot as a snack. Nearly like half to almost an entire pineapple through a day at least. I would have Greek yogurt. Sometimes I would have cereal. Being a lot of Special K. Special K played a big part in the beginning of my weight loss. However, as I progressed and I got smaller and smaller, I was eating too much cereal and I wasn't losing weight, so I kind of had to let it go. There's a lot of hidden sugars and carbs in cereal, so I try to stay away from it now. But otherwise, as far as snacks go, I would try to find dips that I liked, even if they weren't, you know, low fat or whatever, just so that I could eat a lot more raw vegetables. I never had a problem with cooked ones, but I didn't like raw ones before. I love them now. And then I'm not blushing. What are you talking about? That's just the lighting from the window. So, but as far, see now, as far as snacking goes, I ate like moderate fruit, but I tried to stay away from sugar when I could. Intermittent fasting, yes. Wait, is that what that says? Intermittent fasting. I always thought it was intermediate fasting too, but no, just so no one else will correct you. Yes, I still practice intermittent fasting. I figured. Messes me too. Messes me up too. Um, I usually, I don't really know how many hours that is. I stop eating around 7 or 8, latest 9 p.m., and then I don't eat again until 1 the next day. And I didn't used to, it didn't used to be to that extreme. I would usually wake up in the morning and have like one yogurt or something small before I started taking pre-workout when I would work out, just so I had a little bit more energy. But um, when I go back and I look at my periods of weight loss through the whole journey, I was losing the most weight. Keep notes, y'all. This is what my day looked like when I was losing the most weight. I would wake up around whatever. I was getting a pretty good amount of sleep too every night. Um, Even some nights when I stayed up really late, I felt pretty good when I woke up in the morning because I was always working out. Wake up in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock. I would make a pretty big breakfast. And when I say that, I would make like protein pancakes, or avocado toast with eggs and turkey bacon, big bowl of oatmeal, whatever. Pretty big breakfast. Then I would walk about a mile and a half to 2 miles to our local Planet Fitness. Me and Cuddy would walk there. And then we'd work out, full workouts, walk back. I would go to my mid-shift job, which was like 2, 2 or 3 in the afternoon to about 10 at night. And sometimes I would eat when I got home at night, but most of the time I wouldn't. And I would usually pack like small things to eat while I was at work, and I was not really up on my feet a lot. Um, so I would eat a lot of like green apples and almond butter, not sweetened almond butter or that organic shit. Um, and then what else? I would also usually, when I would get home from the gym before I would go to work, if I had time, I would cook like a pretty big meal. I don't know what got into me. Back then, I was just doing the most because I don't see myself doing all that now. But I would cook so that I would have something to eat, Cuddy would have something to eat, or we would go out to eat a pretty big lunch, just to like refuel after the workout. And then I was good through the evening. Sometimes I wouldn't even eat at work. I would just chew like minty gum like the whole time and be straight. But that's when I was I was in my prime. Prime like Amazon, y'all. I was on it. And I'm like, how do I get back to that? Like, life is so different now. I'm like, obviously I'm a mom. I can't do things exactly the same way. But you know, if I put my mind to it, I could wake up, I could make breakfast, I could go to the gym, I can make a big meal, I can go to a job. I do work, but I only work like 2 or 3 days a week. Um, but I am doing other things in the background that you guys don't know about yet. Just saying. Oh, oh, 100 of them teeth. Okay, damn. So I'm a shark. What's the best exercise to start for weight loss? If that makes sense. Yes, it does. Um, Best exercises, I think it really depends on a lot. If you have, you know, certain physical ailments, or, you know, you got back trouble, knee problems, um, depends on how low or high impact your exercising needs to be. I would recommend high interval training to anyone who can take it. If you can't, in the very beginning, it's good to just start walking. Walking does so much more than people ever give credit to. It will help you build your endurance slowly. It'll help you, you know, get more oxygen into your body, parts that have not been getting enough because you've been sedentary. you gotta look it up, see the things that walking do for your body. Um, so, you know, long, short walks, just walking 30 minutes a day around your neighborhood. If you can't do that because you might get shot, you know, you might have to take the bus, go to the park or whatever. But, y'all feel what I'm saying. Um, well, just have to say you are inspirational to me because it's hard and you make it seem so. I got to work on that. I definitely, I get that a lot. I make it look easy. Y'all see I guess y'all see like the aesthetic for one, especially on Instagram. Y'all see like me telling the good sides, but I mean, I try to keep it real so that you guys hear or see everything. Um, it's not easy. Even at this point now, it's like I have not got to that point yet where it's like, Summer, you did it, you're done. And you're never really done. When you start a weight loss journey, it just transitions into a fitness, a wellness, a health journey, whatever. It's your lifestyle that you have to change. It's not, I'm just gonna lose weight and then go back to what I was doing, because you'll gain it back. Don't be butthurt. Look at you, super happy, good mood, about time, positive vibes. When she move her hands, she lying. Whatever. Nah, I get that from my mom's. She talk with her hands a lot, but I ain't lying. What was I about to say? Let me go ahead and check on this lasagna, y'all. Cause Cairo get Nancy. Whoop! Sit your butt down. Sit down. You sit down. I think I'm playing with you. Get him. Somebody come get him. He be talking back, y'all. He can't even say words yet. Well, he can. He can say a few words. He be talking shit, y'all. Ooh! Ooh! She's done. She's done. I'm just yapping and flapping and I'm about to burn my lasagna. What am I doing? But I keep forgetting, Summer, you gotta keep your phone on the charger. My what? Oh, my hair looks pretty, thank you. And y'all know what this is? You know what I put in it to make it look like this? Water. Thanks, you're really motivating me to work towards my goal. It's not easy, but when I see you, I know it's not impossible. For sure. It's not impossible at all. And that's, if I don't give anyone anything else at the end of the day, I want that to be like the message. As cliche as it sounds, if I could do it, you could do it too. Honestly, because I was the laziest person in America. I don't know how my personality switched up at all. You would have told me I would have lost how much weight 6 years ago? I would have laughed and choked on a burger or whatever I was eating in that moment, because I was probably eating. But Rare Gem, thank you, my love. My current weight is actually 197.4. I weighed myself yesterday on Mother's Day, right before the Mother's Day festivities, meaning food. So I don't know how much I weigh right now, but I'm actually in the process of gaining some weight back from water weight, from getting off of keto or out of ketosis, because I've been eating more carbs than keto allows, meaning that I'm not in ketosis and my body is holding more water right now. But like I said, 197. Okay, so you guys, while I'm just yapping and flapping, hold on. I'm gonna get this out of the oven. My phone's on the charger, so I can't sit it up. But I'm gonna take it out of the oven and I'm gonna show it to you guys. fellas. It's done. Oh, oh, it's just how I like. Kyra, we gonna feast. Yeah. All right, you guys. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? I don't think y'all ready for this. Cairo! You're messing up my moment. You ran out of food? It's gotta cool down. You can't be that greedy. You want some cheese? Yeah? Alright. Hold on. Oh no, I got you on some grapes, dog. Just a couple, alright? I don't want you spoiling your appetite. Not that you're not so greedy that you ain't gonna eat both, but yeah. Here's some grapes for you, cuz. Just don't eat the stem, okay? Here's some grapes for you. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Here she is, y'all. That cheese is perfect. That is exactly how I like it. I don't know if you guys like your cheese like browned like that. Almost burnt. Honestly, I honestly just took it out for you guys to see. That's a sticker. That's not the food. But if it was just me, I'd probably leave it in there longer until it looked more like this everywhere. Just because I like the crispiness. But yeah. Most of the time you're going to let that sit for a little bit. But I am going to dip into it so you guys can see it. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, it smells so good. Like, I don't even feel like I made this. Ooh, that looks like lasagna too. Oh, y'all, I'm proud. I is proud of me. Yes. So, me and Cairo are gonna feast. I hope you guys enjoyed this this recipe. I'm probably going to end up putting it on Instagram soon. I'm gonna get off and go ahead and take some pictures of it, you know, all the fun stuff before I actually get to enjoy it. But thank y'all for rocking with me. Tony, I'll send you your plate via FedEx. It ain't gonna be as fresh as it could be, but your nice soles. Oh God. Oh God, you got a whole fetish. Okay. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll see you in the next video, and make sure you guys are all subscribed. I'm guessing you would be if you're watching this. But hit the little bell, and I'm going to be putting up some vlogs tonight and tomorrow. I might even put up like 3 tonight. If I'm not good and I can get that many edited, I got you. All right, love you guys. Bye.